So I'm here at the stove. What you want to do, this is 2 cups I put in here and measured it. You want the difference between decoction and an infusion. An infusion is you boil the water, take it off the boil, and you already have your tea either in a bag or you steep it, right? You have a strainer and you pour the boiling water over the herbs and you cover it, right? A decoction is you wait for the water to boil. Just as it's about to boil, I'm going to turn it down to low now. I'm not going to make it really boil. I'm going to take it off. I should have turned it lower earlier. But I'm going to make it simmer a little. I got the burdock right here. Alright, and generally there is a science to it, or a ratio, but if you're a little off, it's not going to kill you, because burdock, there's a great tolerance in your body for burdock, as well as dandelion. This is a dandelion right here. Alright, and basically what you want to do for the 2 cups, what I like to do, I like to put 2 teaspoons of each, burdock and dandelion. I believe the rule for the decoction is 1 ounce per every 2 or either 4 cups, which 1 ounce is 6 teaspoons. Alright, so as you see, it's kind of simmering down. You don't want to put it in when it's boiling, because then it will for sure evaporate a lot of the enzymes, minerals, and all the nutrients that you want from the herbs. You want it to kind of start simmering and then put it in. And then I'm going to show you what to do. It's kind of starting to simmer, so we can start putting it in. This is the burdock, so this is 1. You put it in, as you see, right? That's 2 teaspoons, and then we're going to get the dandelion. Alright, that's 1, and that's 2. Alright, so as you see, this is simmering. You want to cover it just a little open, right? And you want it to simmer. Now this is the thing about the decoction, you can technically simmer it for 20 minutes as a general rule, but a real decoction, there's really 2 types of real decoctions. The first is a normal decoction, which what you're going to do is you're going to simmer it, and if you have some kind of measuring device that you can put in there, or you can see the stain on the pot, it should boil down, or simmer down I should say, not boil, to about 1/4 of its original size. So if you put in 2 cups, you should come out with basically 1.5 cups, around there. Alright, 1.5 cups. And then you have something called a double decoction, which you come out with, it takes away 3/4. So you come out with 1/4 of your original size. And that is very strong. You don't drink that all at once. You make that, you drink it throughout the day. So what I'm going to do is just simmer it down. As you see, it's simmering lightly. Okay? Simmering very lightly. The thing about barks and roots, they have a much denser wall, so that's why you have to simmer. You can't just pour boiling water over it, because you're not going to get everything out of it, all the nutrients. So you have to simmer it. The reason why you have an infusion, which all you do is pour boiling water over it, is because an infusion only uses leaves like peppermint or chamomile, right? Though they're very soft. So if you simmer something like that, like peppermint in here, you're just going to evaporate everything. There's no point. They have a lot of volatile oils and chemicals, or natural chemicals I should say, in there. So this is what you do for roots and barks. Okay, you simmer them, alright, because they're very dense, they're very hard. Like, see if I pick this up, this is the burdock, right? You see, it's very hard. It's very dense. So when you do this, you know, just look at it, measure it. It'll probably take around 40 minutes around there, just to get it down to 1.5 cup from 2 cups. You know, that'll be a pretty strong decoction. You can drink that. And again, this is very nutritious. I'm just coming off sickness, so I'm building my body up. This is great again for kidneys, liver. This is a very powerful liver detox. Whenever you have dandelion and burdock, if you want to really make a good detox for your liver, like if specifically you know something's wrong with your liver, you put in dandelion, burdock, milk thistle. You can even put in yellow dock. Very, very powerful. And what you can even do to further this, you can mix an infusion and decoction. So what you can do after you turn this off, because remember this is on low, right? This is on low. You can, after you turn it off completely and the water is just hot, just came from boiling or simmering, you can put in your leaves in that and then steep it again for another 10 to 15 minutes. So there you have your decoction, your barks, along with your leaves, your infusion, you know, just for a little extra kick for whatever you're trying to do. But this is just a very basic decoction. Probably going to leave this on for another half an hour. You know, very powerful, man. This is very nutritious for your body, alkalizing. You know, you feel it, man. You get that energy, you know. So again, I hope your brothers are edified or fed. You know, your brothers are dealing with certain problems, man. You know, may Yahweh Shem Yahushua heal you, brothers, and you know, hopefully you were shown something that you can use. These are very cheap herbs, and they don't cost a lot. You can even, if you really get into it, you can go in the forest. I wouldn't get them off the roadside or somewhere that's really not heavily polluted. You can pick them yourselves. All right. So I want to say Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors unto the apostles at GMS, and Shalom unto the elect. Shalom.